What is up, guys? Welcome back to Dangerous Reviews, and today I'm back for another Walking Dead video for today. This one we're going to be discussing some articles about The Walking Dead, mainly concerning The Walking Dead Season 11 and Season 12, some new casting news, some kind of reveals about The Walking Dead, potentially even some Season 12 news, which is absolutely insane, but I want to discuss a potential return for Michonne. I know how crazy it sounds, and also we may have just gotten the casting for Stephanie as well in The Walking Dead series.
You silence the whispers.
Okay, guys, this is going to be doing another Walking Dead video for today. This one's going to be doing a video talking about The Walking Dead Season 10. So, we're going to be discussing some articles that I found. We have a lot of news coming out for The Walking Dead right now, of course, just a few days from Comic-Con, so we have a lot of videos that are definitely going to be coming up on the channel. This one, though, is really, really good. So, this one I want to talk about Stephanie, of course. She had just been casted for The Walking Dead in Season 11. We got the actress now. We know who's going to be playing Stephanie in Season 11, which, I mean, who knows when that's going to be coming out. But we at least got that, and we got, which is an even more surprising, kind of announcement, is that there is an actual article coming out now. There's a lot of news, it's kind of going all over the place right now, about a potential return for Michonne in Season 12 of The Walking Dead. And not only just a return, but she will be a series regular in Season 12 of The Walking Dead. These are rumors. These are not, confirmed, whatever, so keep that in mind. And then the last thing we're going to talk about in this video is going to be some updates about the Rick Grimes movies, because we did get that from Kirkman and a few others. So, yeah, now, let's start off with Stephanie. So, we got the casting, of course. As we know, we've, heard her voice for, a long time in the Walking Dead series. But we've never really known who's going to actually be playing the Stephanie character in The Walking Dead. Obviously, for the people that don't read the comics, she is part of a community called the Commonwealth, which I'm sure a lot of, even just TV-only fans, I've still heard TV-only fans being like, what's this Commonwealth location, Well, obviously, you're going to get to know that very, very soon, whether or not it's in the finale or in Season 11. Probably a bit of it in the finale, though. And then, we'll get a full kind of explanation of what this place actually is in Season 11. But we did get the casting, which is Margot Bigham, which is basically, now I don't know any of the stuff that this actress has been in. I don't know any of the shows or movies or whatever she's been in. You can look her up. You can find anything that she's, she's a part of or whatever. But it looks like she's casted as Stephanie right now. So it's kind of a leaked spoiler that has been out there, which is really cool. And I mean, what are my thoughts on it? I'm not familiar with her, so I can't really say anything. But it sounds like, yeah, they've casted, the Stephanie character. She's going to be in The Walking Dead Season 11, and she has been the voice that we have heard this entire time. So that's really cool. So, I mean, I hope that, I wish her luck in The Walking Dead series. Honestly, I mean, it's Walking Dead is probably the best show to be on, but honestly, it's all about, the character you have and how you portray that character. So honestly, I wish her luck, as, the Stephanie character, and, I have, high hopes, definitely, and, hopefully she can maybe even surpass the comic, version of Stephanie. And obviously, if you guys read the comics, and this isn't really a spoiler because we can kind of all tell where this is going, she is going to be kind of, her big role is like a love interest for Eugene. So, yeah, really cool stuff. So very happy that she's been casted. I definitely want to, I want to say, huge congratulations to the actress, and hopefully she enjoys her time on The Walking Dead, and honestly enjoy it, because you never know. You could read a script and you're gonna be killed off right away. So that's The Walking Dead for you. So okay, now the next thing is going to be, so this is the biggest one. This one I'm freaking out about. This one is Michonne. So a lot of people have been talking about this over the last day or so, and I saw this article last night. I was like, okay, I gotta make a video on this. So basically, this one comes from We Got This Covered. I'm gonna put the link in the description for this one, and you guys can go ahead and check this one out. This one is basically talking about The Walking Dead and Michonne Denai Guerrera, and it sounds like there is a potential kind of return for her character in Season 12. And it basically says, and I'll put up some images for here for you guys to see as well, but it basically sounds like the AMC has a plan to have Denai Guerrera return as a series regular in Season 12. So, I mean, what can we pull from that? Because first of all, it's like, really? And I know a lot of people, the first thing people are going to probably say to me is that, Dan, Denai Guerrera's gone from the show, that's it, whatever. Listen, I agree with you. I agree. This was Denai Guerrera's last season, Season 10. Episode 13 was her last episode, What We Become, and that was basically it. And I know, and even Denai Guerrera at Comic-Con said that Season 10 would be the last time she would be Michonne. She would play Michonne in the Walking Dead main series, and that she is leaving the show for good and all that kind of stuff. So, now we get this news, and also the really confusing thing is that why are they mentioning Season 12? Because we haven't even seen the Season 10 finale yet. We haven't seen Season 11. Season 11 hasn't even started filming yet, and they're already talking about a return for Michonne in Season 12. So, what is going on here? Is Denai Guerrera wanting to come back to the show already? Is there something going on here? I don't know. We know she's supposed to go to the Rick Grimes movies. That's kind of the main thing they're supposed to do with her. But, I mean, why would they have Michonne return as a series regular in Season 12? And why would it be announced so far ahead in time as well? If it was actually real. It's like, I don't know. I can't trust articles like this, And it's like, yeah, we got this covered. Yeah, they're pretty good, but I don't know. I don't know if I believe this quite yet, but it's definitely something worth sharing right now. I don't know how I feel about it. Now, let me make this clear. If Denai Guerrera can return as Michonne, I don't care when it is. If it's Season 12, great, but if it's anytime sooner, or even a little later than that, whatever. But honestly, if Michonne Denai Guerrera can return for Season 12, I will be beyond happy with it. I mean, honestly, I already miss her in the Walking Dead series. I already miss having Michonne slicing up some zombies, giving some great speeches, because she has recently as well. Yeah, Michonne is honestly the best female character The Walking Dead will ever have, and if they can ever get her to return, if they can ever get Denai Guerrera to come back, I mean, honestly, that would be like a dream come true for me. And this applies to Andrew Lincoln as well. But we're not talking about Andrew Lincoln here, we're talking about Denai Guerrera. But all I'm saying is that there's an article about it, the news is spreading, people are talking about it, it sounds like there's a possibility that Michonne could return in Season 12 as a series regular. So, what are my thoughts on this? I mean, is this the last season? Is that why she's returning? Is Denai Guerrera returning because she knows something that we don't, that Season 12 could potentially be the last season? Because, reports have said that Season 12 could be the last season of Walking Dead. So if they have Denai Guerrera return for the last season, that would make more sense. Because Denai Guerrera said at Comic-Con last year that this was her last season, which was Season 10. So why would everything change all of a sudden? Why would we get this news so far ahead, and have things already kind of been discussed? I don't know. I don't know anything behind the scenes. I don't know anything like that. But all I will say is that this is definitely something I want to hear your opinions on. Now, I'm sure I can speak for pretty much everybody here that is watching this video when I say we would love to have Michonne back. But is it realistic? Is this real? Is this actually happening? Is Michonne actually going to come back? If, let's say Season 12 is the last season, could you guys picture Denai Guerrera saying, okay, maybe if this is the last season, I'll come back and I'll finish Michonne's story with everybody else? I mean, that would be awesome. Wouldn't it? I don't know. I think that would be amazing. And if you're doing that, can you please take Andrew Lincoln and bring him into last season, Season 12 as well while you're at it? Honestly, my biggest question about this is that why is it, being released now? Why is it so far, why is that so far ahead and we're hearing about it before we even see the Season 10 finale? Just how would they work out her looking for Rick? How would they work out that whole story? Unless she returns with Rick, but I don't see that happening either. So, I don't know. Yeah, it sounds like Denai Guerrera, there's reports about it, her potentially returning. I'm not going to try, I'm already kind of jumping the gun a little bit, so honestly, I'm going to try to kind of stop it here, but honestly, all I got to say is if she returns, amazing, that is going to be incredible to see, and I'm looking very much forward to that, but, at the same time, I need more from this information. I need more to fully believe it. I believe it a little bit, but not very much, because, you guys know, there are articles that sometimes, just false. They could be clickbait, they can be whatever, honestly, and they can get away with it. So I'm just saying, I think that this news is really good, but I don't believe it quite yet. But if it's true, holy crap, this is amazing. So, that's where I stand on the Michonne thing. Now, the last thing for this video is the Andrew Lincoln, Rick Grimes movie. So, we got a bit of an update from Kirkman. This isn't going to take too long either, this part of the video. They didn't say much. All they basically said is that it sounds like the movies are delayed because of, the world events, obviously, but it sounds like they are still working on it, just not, on an actual, in production or anything like that. But it sounds like they are still writing and preparing everything for the Rick Grimes movies. And it's like, people, what is taking so long to write this movie? I don't know. I'm all for, taking as much time as you need to give us the best movie you possibly can. But at the same time, it kind of makes you wonder a little bit, Now, my biggest question is, would the Rick Grimes movies be filming right now in the summertime if it wasn't for the world events right now? Would Andrew Lincoln be filming the Rick Grimes movies right now as we speak if it wasn't for everything that's going on in the world right now? Because by the sounds of this, which, like I said, it sounds like Kirkman is basically making it sound like, they would probably be way ahead and, doing all this stuff for the Rick Grimes movies if it wasn't for everything that's going on. But I don't know if I believe that 100%. It's like, I want to believe that, but at the same time, I feel like they would still be kind of just preparing, getting ready to film the movies, and, I don't know. I feel like everything that's going on in the world right now is almost not an excuse. I don't want to say it's an excuse, but it definitely sounds like they're using that as kind of their way of saying like, oh, well, that's why we can't get to it right away, I feel like it's a struggle of the story and the writing. Maybe they're just having a really tough time writing, the story and why Rick maybe hasn't come back and writing out a lot, like figuring out a lot of, what the story's going to be about. And then I feel like the other problem is getting Andrew Lincoln to actually agree to this movie. I think that's the other big problem they're running into. Regardless of what's going on in the world, I feel like that is their big problem. I feel like Andrew Lincoln is probably just not for it right away. He probably just is not in the mood yet to get back to work and film a full movie like that, I don't know. I mean, unless I'm wrong, but honestly, from what I've seen from Andrew Lincoln lately, it just doesn't seem like he's very interested, which it really kills me to see. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I, jumped the gun on this one too. But honestly, this information that we got today, guys, I mean, this is amazing, isn't it? We got Stephanie, she's casted, Michonne returning in season 12 as a series regular. I mean, that is insane news. And at least potentially, nothing's confirmed, but at least potentially we got this covered. And then Kirkman saying that basically the writing and everything like that, it's going down for the movies. The movies are still being worked on, just not filming, obviously, because of the world events, but they are still coming. So, yeah, that's basically the news. So, I want to hear your opinions about this. Denai Guerrera, she said it was her last season. What's going on with this article? Are you guys, saying like, no, this isn't real at all. This is something totally fake, and it's, you can't be trusted, basically. And, of course, the Rick Grimes movie news and, Stephanie being casted. So, yeah, it's great. I'm very excited. The Walking Dead Season 10, finale, Comic-Con, online Comic-Con's coming up this Friday. We're already starting to get some news. I'm super excited, but I want to say a huge thank you for stopping by and watching this video. What are your opinions about all this? I want to hear that in the comment section below. And what news are you freaking out about the most? Because for me, it's the Michonne one. Because at least the Michonne one, I feel like, has a bit of kind of a realistic thing to it. I feel like the Rick Grimes movie thing is just really... I feel like they're saying whatever they can just to make it seem like they're working on it. And I believe they're working on it. I just don't think they're working on it as hard as we think. But that's just my personal opinion. So, anyway, guys, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you're new here, guys, click the subscribe button so you're sending my Walking Dead videos. Follow Dance Walking Dead Reviews on Instagram, guys. And, of course, I'll see you guys really soon for another Walking Dead video. Enjoy the rest of your day, guys, and peace out.